guava. How's everybody doing? Hey, Aroki. It's good to see you. I first. Hey, Mad Acre Farms, Ronnie F. Uh, you inspiring. How you doing? It's good to see everybody. Andre 4000. Good Sun Tea. By the way, first tip of the day. Um, if you're gonna make some tea, start out early in the morning. Put you some green tea in a jar, and just set it outside. And by this time of the day, what is it, about 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, something like that? You got perfectly brewed sun tea infused with the sun. It's been helping my allergies. That and honey. All my beekeepers in the beekeeper class. Uh, this is how we do it. So, you guys, I'm gonna get right into it. I've been trying to record this video, but it ain't going so well because I'm going to save that video for the chicken keeping class, the people that want to start with your chickens and your hens. So I'm going to try to put that video together and make it a little bit more informative. All right, Garrett from Ohio. So what I want to do is let you guys know I don't got to, I'm not, this isn't one of those videos where I'm going to be screaming and shouting about what's going on right now, because we already know. But this is going to be a video on what are you going to do about it. We already know the problem. What's the solution? My solution is get my butt out here in this garden. Listen, I got a lot of technology to show y'all. I do. I got generators and solar panels up the yin yang, and I really want to show them to you. But I got to stop for a second. I got to stop. And just to show you, listen, true story. You know, they say, oh, you ain't supposed to be scared. God didn't give you the spirit of fear. I think you misinterpreting that. Fear helps you combat opponents. Fear helps you generate power to solve a problem. That's not the fear. I'm not talking about standing in place, shaking and shivering in my boots like Elvis. That's not the kind of fear I'm talking about. Cowering over in a fetal position somewhere in the closet. That's not the kind of fear I'm talking about. The kind of fear I'm talking about is the fear of preparation. Get myself together. The fear to make me get up every time I cut on the doggone computer, something else stupid just happened again. Instead of me sitting around on the computer and keep watching these idiots, I'm not even gonna call them world leaders. Don't say none of their names. Oh my God, please don't. Don't do it. Don't say none of their names. Don't bring no politicians into this. But they're all idiots. All of them. All of them. I woke up today thinking, I woke up breathing. And it's hundreds, if not thousands of people right now that didn't wake up because of a couple of idiots, a handful of idiots and their egos. A handful of idiots and their egos is why thousands of people are dead this morning. I woke up today and I felt like this, and I hope this inspires you as well as it did me. When I woke up this morning, I cut on my computer and saw all these idiots still acting like idiots. It made me get up and not sit in front of the computer and listen to how stupid they all are. Because I did that yesterday. I did that the day before. I made a whole video about it. What for? All that innocent life lost for idiocracy and egos and greed. I'm not going to get into that, but I hope this helps you as much as it helped me today. I've been outside since 6 o'clock this morning. I've only been in the house a couple of times to pee. The rest of the times I had to pee, I did out here. True story, okay? Because I know if I go in there and pee and I sit down, I'm going to be sitting down for another 2 hours looking at the idiots. So this is what that computer did. I sat there and they said, okay, this one idiot just blowed some stuff up. I got up, family, true story, didn't even wash up. I ain't ashamed of it. I didn't wash up and I ain't brushed my teeth today. True story. I ain't, who I'm gonna offend, my yard? I said, I'm gonna get my butt up, get out in this yard, and I'm gonna get even more funky and stank. And I ain't even kissed my wife. She kissed me. I said, don't, it ain't time. Not with this one. Because I got work to do. We so busy trying to look pretty and prep for, we're trying to look pretty for other people that don't even care for us in the first place. We're trying to prove to other people that we got it going on. It's just all an act. It's all a show. We're trying to prove to our neighbor that we got it going on. And it's just a costume, just like Halloween. You put on a costume for one day to pretend that you Batman. You're not Batman. You know what I'm saying? And that's the part where everybody is getting confused. We so busy putting on our costumes to prove to other people that we ain't troubled by life and what's going on, that we start believing it ourselves. We start believing it our own stupid selves. And then we let all the most important things that we supposed to be doing pass us by. That's why I got my butt up today. Instead of me sitting at the computer and rah, 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 we should do this. Not today, bro. Matter of fact, I was talking to my friend, my moderator right here in the Greenhouse Lounge tonight, Miss Starduster 2. I was speaking to Starduster 2 on the phone. Starduster, my dear, you had no idea. I had made about 4 different trips. I had been to Home Depot. I had been to Lowe's. All the times I kept telling you, hold on a second, I'm paying for stuff at Lowe's, Home Depot. I went to the dump. I went all across my whole city. All the way across my whole city. And then when we ended our phone call, I had planted 2 peach trees. Okay? So you know I've been out and about early. I planted two peach trees and did all that stuff I said while just me and you was on the phone for that long. I'm not playing. If what's going on in the world right now don't inspire you to get off your doggone tail, all right, Homestead Heart, when I got up this morning and I said I wasn't gonna fuss no more, and I seemed to cut the computer on, and I started getting myself together. I saw you pop up there with the stern face. It's rare you sitting there like, I'm like, oh my God, my sister mad. She ain't holding no baby goats. Homestead Heart was in there. I said, oh, let me listen to my sister. Something's wrong. I cut you on while I was getting my clothes on. You should have heard me in my office screaming. Because I was like, preach. What is it going to take for y'all to understand that this is going wrong? All of this is not. None of this is right. I watched that video twice. I wish I could have thumbed it up twice. Y'all go over there and see Homestead Heart and listen to that video and listen real close. Don't just listen to it, feel that. Because it's one of those videos you need to consume that. You understand? Consume that and let it digest. That ain't one of them videos that you just listen to on the whim. You sit your butt down somewhere and just pay attention. Because every word of it was righteous. And I am gonna say this. Homestead Heart said, she said she ain't gonna tell nobody how to run their house in that video, didn't you, sis? She said, I ain't gonna tell nobody how to run my house. Well, sis, I'm gonna tell you this. I am, and I know people been getting mad at me about it, and I done got the emails, and I don't mind a bit. I'm gonna say this. Everybody always keep talking about order. Order in your home. right? It's God, it's the husband, it's the wife, it's the children, it's order. This is to my fellas. This is to my fellas. She your wife, and yeah, you know, she supposed to hold it down for you, but her job is to take care of them kids, man. Her job is to take care of them kids. Now, if she wasn't taking care of your kids, you'd get mad, right? If she stopped taking care of your kids, you would get mad. Well, look at it like, man, prepping and saving food, man, it's kind of like making sure her kids is okay. Your kids is okay. Just saying. I ain't getting in y'all business, but I kind of am. You know? I want you to respect me as much as I respect you, but listen, when it comes down and I'm the man of the house, right? She the woman of the house. You the king, she the queen. Queen take care of them babies. And if prepping and making sure they're gonna be okay, so they'll be all right for the next day, you know, man, it ain't gonna hurt nothing. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. Ladies, vice versa. If you ain't into it, and that man, his job is to take care of you. And he's the first one. So he gotta make sure you and them kids is okay. Man, let that man do it. Can I? I'm gonna talk to you just real quick and then I'm gonna tell you what we here for. I need you to think real close. Ladies and gentlemen, which would you prefer? Would you prefer your husband prepping, buying extra food, bringing in the clothes? You like, God, you spent another $20? Stick with me. Gentlemen, would you want your women, we do not need another power generator. What is you doing? Or would you want her out in these streets with one of her friends that you think she trying to, hook her up with somebody else out in the street? Which would you rather, man? She at home, taking care of the business, or out in these streets spending the same amount of money on garbage? It's funny to me how I get all of these same complaints, like Homestead Heart said. I get the same letters and emails. It's strange to me that it's a problem when you're buying stuff to take care of the home and keep the home in order. It's a problem. You're spending too much money, or that's unnecessary. But then when it comes to being out in them streets and you don't too much mind of buying a $200 pair of Snickers, a $300 pair of red bottom heels, and that's logical. Think about this logic we done instilled in ourselves. Well, your homeboy will give you props. Your homeboy will give you props for buying a $300 pair of sneakers, right? Oh man, them tight. You love him. Your boy love him so much. You know what he'll do? He'll call your other homeboy. Guess who got the new pair of J's, boy? Ooh, them mugs nasty. Yeah, I waited 3 days in line. I had to pop a tent to get them. Your whole neighborhood will envy you for being stupid, for buying a $300 pair of shoes. They envy you so much, some people get killed for those shoes, right? That's how high on a pedestal that we put those tennis shoes. Think about that for about 2 seconds. But if you get in a relationship and you in with a woman and you bring her to your homeboy, like, yeah, man, I think this the one. I think this gonna be the one, man. Hey, I'm in love with her. We've been together like 6 months. Man, I'm thinking about wife and her. Hey, check out this ring, man. Check out this ring I got for her. You know what your homeboy gonna say? Hell, you gonna do that for? For what? Man, is you all right? You stupid. What you mean, wifey, man? Talking all that wifey stuff, bruh. You only known each other, what, 6 months? Yeah, we've been living together for 6 months, but we've been knowing each other for over a year. Man, if it was me, bruh, nah, you tripping. See what we done instilled work out. That's crazy. That's what I'm talking about. What is we doing, man? And nobody want to get ready for these times and all the excuses. I didn't want to stay on that but a hot second. I was talking to friends today, good friends, and it was driving me crazy. Man, let your woman, man, take care of her children. Ladies, let your man take care of home, because that's all of our job. Let him take care of home, because listen, they could be out in them streets. It ain't a problem for them to buy $100 bottle of liquor. You don't look sideways about that. But they do stuff that nowadays just trying to save all our tailbones. That's the problem. That's strange. That's strange. We got life all twisted. So, anyway, I've started expanding my garden. That's off of that. That's enough of that. If you don't understand your role and how you should be playing it, you might need to go pick up one of them books. You did. Just in case you don't know which role you're supposed to be playing in that book. You can go back and read a couple of lines in it. It'll tell you the blueprint. You dig what I'm saying? So, I'm expanding both of my gardens. I didn't want to do it. I've been trying to kind of downsize and tighten everything up. Thank you. Oh my God. You sure you were supposed to do that, George? Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Thank you, Rios. Thank you for that. Oh my God. Thank you so much, y'all. Keep on keeping on educating us all. You know what? I'm not no educator. That's my wife, certified, licensed. I'm a reminder. That's all. I ain't no educator. I ain't no teacher. I'm just a little reminder. I ain't no better than your alarm clock on your nightstand. Do they still got them? You got alarm on your phone. That's all. I'm just a reminder. I said it before and I'll say it again. You ever been in the grocery store and you went in the grocery store for some flour, but you picked up everything under the sun except flour. And then while you were standing in line with all this garbage and you chewing on a Twizzler, you looking down at somebody else's cart and they got some flour. Like, ooh, damn, that's right. I've been in here for 35 minutes and I ain't got no flour. I'm that guy in front of you with the flour in the cart. That's all I am. Just a quick reminder to be like, oh, that's right. I need to be planting some food. What was I thinking about? I ain't no teacher though, but I appreciate it because I don't want to take no credit away from the real teachers. That's the problem we got right now. We take the credit away from the real teachers, and then we talk down on the real teachers. Can't do that. So I've expanded both of my big gardens, my small garden and my big garden. I just had a driveway put in. So I told him they was about to take my topsoil, right? And I said, no. Put all that topsoil back there. He was like, you sure, man? Put all that topsoil back there. He said, any particular place? Put it right there. Anywhere. I'll take care of the rest. All right, SEI Family Garden. Hands in the dirt. So I'm about to till that over, get that ready. But until then, I'm really here to show you this. And I wasn't going to do this. We've talked about this before. But I went on ahead and made the investment. I cut back on a couple of other things I had going because this investment, once everything jumped off this week with all them idiots and their egos, it let me make another decision on what I should and shouldn't be doing right now. One of the things is, if you have not started keeping bees, holler at us. If you have not started keeping any type of livestock, holler at us. We're going to be doing a chicken class so you know all the ins and outs of chickens from our experience over the last 8 to 10 years. And I just expanded my chicken coop. This piece, this expansion that I was working on, nah, it's not enough. I went and got the producer's pride, a whole nother coop. Remember, I was just talking about that. I was just talking about should I get it or not, and the prices is through the roof. I'm here to tell you that the prices are not going to change anytime soon. The prices are going to keep going up, especially until these idiots cool down. The prices are gonna go through the roof. I went and passed the gas station today. The gas went up 59 cents a gallon. 59 cents a gallon the gas went up overnight. Let's just say 60 cents. 60 cents. Anybody that live in the Carolinas know exactly what I'm talking about. I ain't lying. 59 cents extra. So we will be talking about other modes of transportation. I got another e-bike I want to introduce to you, show you that, because right now, other modes of transportation is serious. I know a lot of people keep saying, here go Led with another bike. Look how serious it's getting now, though, what I've been saying. It ain't just a toy. This is a real, true mode of transportation that you really need to be thinking about. And if you don't have chickens, we're going to talk all about that, because I'm going to tell you something right now. You know why I'm expanding this coop? It's laying down here because I'm about to put it together and do a whole video on putting it together. And I'm going to not only hook it to the other one, this piece that I put here, I'm going to put that in the middle. So where I'm sitting 20 feet away from that first one, I'm adding an extra 20 feet onto my coop. Way out here in front, look, it's way out here in front of my blueberry field. This is where it's gonna stop, in front of the blueberries. This is my little blueberry field and a solar panel array out there on the island. I don't care about looks, family. Right now, the way things is going, it's not gonna get no better. Everybody keep thinking this is like, I don't know. We have never dealt with nothing like this in our lifetime. We have never dealt with such a thing in our lifetime. I ain't talking about our elders, because they've seen things like this. I'm talking about us, people my age. We ain't never experienced nothing like this. And that is why I think so many people are saying, oh, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It always work itself out. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It always work itself out. That's because it always have in the last 49 years of my life. But what's happening right now is only things that I've heard biblically and historically. Famine, pestilence. I could go on. So my thing is, if it work out, great. But what if it don't? Nobody is thinking, what if it don't? Everybody keeps thinking it's gonna be okay. Okay, I'm with you. And I hope you're right. But what if you're wrong? Family, I'm gonna tell you one thing. This is no time to be wrong. This is no time to gamble with your life. This ain't no time for that. This ain't no time to gamble, because you ain't 9 times out of 10, most of y'all watching me right now, you ain't just gambling with your life, you gambling with your children's life, you gambling with your family's life. All of them is in the same bowl, because you 9 times out of 10, you probably in control of your whole household. Do you really want to roll the dice with everybody's life? If you don't care, I dig it. See, But what about your children? What about your babies? What about they babies? Because see, I don't have grandchildren yet. My kids listen to me a little too good. You know, don't bring no babies in here. They listen to me a little too good. But I want to see my grandchildren. And I don't just want to see my grandchildren. I want to be able to play with them, with my health, fixing my health. I also want to see them grow up as old as I possibly can. And I'm telling you, if we keep letting stuff go this way, ooh, y'all almost caught me leaking. I don't want to leave this earth and not have a chance to meet my grandchildren. And I sure the hell don't want to leave this earth without meeting my grandchildren because of some other idiot. Not because of my own poor decisions, but because of some other idiot in their ego. I'm not going to let that stand in my way. I'm not going to let nobody else decide my fate for me. That's what we got to start thinking. Listen, we letting too many people control what we do, the outcome of our lives. Some stuff you just got to take the doggone bull by the balls and say, no, I'm doing this. I'm doing this. And you know what? Every time in my life that I've done that, I've came out smelling like a rose. All my friends, they go this way, and I'm like, I'm going to go this way. You get caught everything under the sun. Punks. I can go down the line. They end up in a ball of crap. And I end up being like this. That's awful, listening to their horror stories. This is one of those times where everybody is going this way, and I'm like, nah. I'm gonna go ahead and put something in the ground and garden and grow some more food, man. I know I shouldn't buy another doggone fruit tree. A couple times I thought I was going crazy buying so many trees. Now I don't. Matter of fact, like I said, I just planted 2 peach trees today. Don't need them, but maybe I will. So before I go, family, I'm gonna show you, if you have already started keeping livestock, please go over to check out Homestead Heart because she just bought baby goats. And the only reason I have not fully watched that video because I am jealous, because I want some baby goats. And every time I see them, I'm like, ooh, you got baby goats. I had a goat once. Maybe I can sneak some goats around here. I don't know if I get in trouble or not. It's worth a shot, though. I'm going to give it a shot. I might have to fence it in. I'm going to just try it. It won't hurt to try. So, go check out Homestead Heart. She just got some goats. Now she got goats, ducks, turkeys. She got the whole smorgasbord. But you know what? If I got to stop at chicken, that'll be just fine for me. So I'm going to show you guys something. If you have chickens, I want to show you something. If you're starting your coop, I'm going to tell you one thing. Do not go cheap trying to build no cheap coop. You will pay for it double. You will pay for building a cheap coop, and you will also lose your chickens. And you're going to end up paying for that. You're going to, whatever creature in here, I don't know if you understand how powerful a fox or a coyote is. I don't think you understand how powerful and smart a raccoon is or a possum. They do things that defy gravity and human understanding. And when you go out there and you had 10 chickens and now you got 4 and there's not a trail of a feather, blood, or nothing, you trying to figure out what happened. Possum. Get trail cams around your house. You'll find out. So I want to show you something that I did to my coop that's going to help you. We'll just take a shortcut. I'm also going to show you this. I've been cutting my grass and I'm dumping all of the leaves in the grass right here. That's bedding. That's free bedding. You don't have to do none of that. See it in there, see it in that coop with them scratching? Free bedding. And it always got bugs in it and good stuff that they like. Okay, let me see. Back up. Oh my God, all y'all doing their thing. Look, I ain't been out here. I told you I've been working all day. But that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. I got 15 girls and 15 breakfasts. There is no other. What else do you need? Y'all know how much an 18 pack of organic eggs are? Organic brown eggs? I got 15 eggs, 15 hens every day. So, anyway, I want to show you this. This is what I use. These waterers here, yeah, scratch to put the leaves in it. This is why I like them, because I can clean them out. Those waterers are in this 30-gallon garbage can. And when this is up, it'll fill all the way back up. Soon as that get empty, it'll fill up. You will see it fill it up right now. See it? It's spilling over now. That will stay like that and keep filling up constantly until this is empty. So this is 30 gallons, a 30-gallon trash can that I've been having this now for about three years or so. And I showed y'all how to make this before, but I just put new cups on it because the cups, the old cups, was busted. So I'm gonna show you. We're literally gonna do this right now. I'm gonna show you so you don't go to these big places and buy those waterers that do not work. The ones you hang up from the whatever, they garbage and they cost a fortune. Now these are the cups that I just took off. These are the little cups that I just took off. So when they touch that, they peck that and water fills this cup up. So these are still good, but I had glued them around there. There's a little glue left too. And the glue started getting old. That's how long they've been in here. And this one had a hole in it. This how old these are. Oh, look, that's how old they are. So I'm gonna show you how to build one of those, what I just showed you. A 30-gallon, you can put it as big as you want to. It don't even matter. I'm gonna do this in just a few minutes. So here's the cups. I'm gonna put the links to everything I'm showing you down below, okay? Here are the cups. They come with a washer and they come with a nut right here, a wing nut. Now, you will need a drill. I'm gonna do this right here on camera. I'm gonna show you a couple things. We're gonna do this together. So it's all live, so if it busts up, it is what it is. Okay, so all I did was eyeball the opening. Thank you, George Miller. Thank you, my friend. So can we just send a donate to this man right now? He has shown us so much. Thank you, Lyd. Thank you, Lady Lyd. Love you. We love you too. We love all y'all, man. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Who is this? Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. What size drill bit? Like I said, I didn't even look at the drill bit. I just grabbed one, eyeballed it. You'll know when you get it, okay? You'll know when you get it because sizes might vary. So all I'm gonna do, when you do this, listen close. When you do this, don't put it at the very bottom because 2 reasons. 1, you want this thing to move back and forth just like that old one. 2, this is something that I do. If you bring that up a little ways, about 2 or 3 to 4 inches, like that there, you know what that does? All the sediment from bad water, rainwater, however you got it hooked up, leaves, all of that goes to the bottom of that bucket and clear water comes out of here. So if you're feeding them out of the pond or you might be feeding them rainwater. Like I got a rainwater piece I'm working on hooked up like I have my old coop, or pond water. All the sediment crap goes to the bottom and it never comes out of your water. It sits up here. You want to use something dark, because if you use something clear, it makes it algae real quick. Now that's something that you don't want. Algae will make them sick. So I'm gonna do this real quick. Again, I'm just eyeballing it. All right, all I'm gonna do is use my own finger. Where my finger stop, that's where I'm gonna plop, right there. Can y'all see that okay? I'm gonna zoom you in, okay? All I did, ain't no real measuring. I'm not getting into that kind of crap. This is an emergency, and all that Bob the Builder bull crap, yeah, I'm not doing it. So all we gonna do, I'm gonna clean that up a little bit. Now, all I'm gonna do, I'm showing you how easy this is, okay? That's why I'm doing this. I know somebody think it's tedious if they already got chickens or something, but trust me, I need to show people how easy this is instead of going off and paying all that money for unnecessary stuff. You could be spending your money on a better coop. Now watch it. Look how tight that is. That's so tight. That's so tight by itself, it wouldn't even need a nut. I would probably put some glue on there, but these came with nuts and a washer, which is wonderful. All right. Wait, let me put the washer on the outside. I think I want my washer on the outside, not the inside. So I'm gonna put my washer back on. It's a rubber washer, a little silicone washer. Now I'm gonna put it back in. Just like that. Simple, simple. Now I'm gonna come inside. Y'all see that? And I'm gonna screw that. I'm gonna put that screw, that nut, that wing nut right on there. Just like that. And tighten it up. Look. That boy ain't leaking. That boy ain't gonna leak for nothing. So now, as it fills up, it's going to see that gravity. As it fills up, it's going to go down like that with the weight. And once it gets like that, it shuts it off. This works almost identical to your toilet bowl. Once it fills up, this is a float. Once it fills up, it cuts that off and no more water comes out. So you don't waste water. Now I'm gonna tell you the importance of this. If you're wondering why is he doing this, because the reason I end up making that big one is because if you go on vacation or you go out of town, who do I got to take care of my chickens and my bees and stuff? No, you think they're gonna take care? No. You need to make preparations for times that you need to be away to feed your chickens so they can feed themselves, so they can water themselves. Now this is going to be a 5-gallon waterer, which I'm going to put in the other coop for just because if they over this side, now they can, it's like going shopping at the mall. They can get a little water over here, a little food over here, go on that side. The more freedom you give your hens, the better. And trust me, it's times where your chickens will be cooped up for a while. When predators start coming out, today, red-tailed hawks was mating in the sky the last 2 days. I don't want my chickens out here, okay? Your garden, if you out there gardening and you ain't covered it up, your chickens will eat everything you just put in your garden. So you gotta make sure they can't get in there. Do I have rat problems? No. So this is a long-term waterer that only, all in all, the bucket is $2 and the waterers they give you, I think it's 6. They give you 6 for like $13, something like that. I'm gonna put the link below. But imagine, just say $15. For $15, I built a 5-gallon waterer. Now you go online and look at how much a 5-gallon waterer costs. Look, put a lid on it. So don't, because they will poop in their own water. Put a little lid on it. You can get them free from the bakery store. 5-gallon waterer all day. Set this up on a brick or something, give it some little height, and they drink this. This will go with 15 birds. This is about 4 days. 4 days for them. Boom. So I'm not even going to, I'm going to drill another one in here, but I'm not going to do that on camera because y'all seen how easy that was. Ain't no need of me wasting time. Yes, I will. I waste time doing other crazy stuff. Might as well. So let's do one more. I waste more time talking crazy, so this ain't gonna hurt nobody none. I wanna say thank you to all the people that donated. That was very surprising, very generous. Thank you. Oh my God, you're gonna have me going in there telling my wife, they like me, they really like me. Thank you. Because I'm telling you this too, family, if we don't get ourselves together, who you think gonna do it for you? Who you think gonna do any of this for you? The people that you voted for? I don't think so. I don't think they're gonna help you with your chickens. Boom, didn't I say that was quick? Now I got double waterers so they don't be fighting. The more you put around here, the less fights you get, because they will battle for it. Boom. Waterer, leak proof, it's done. You're done. Okay? You can hang this up if you want to, but you don't have to. 5 gallons. Now, your extended feeder. I'm gonna do a feeder for you right now, okay? If you're gonna be away, you're gonna be on vacation, you went camping, you went for a hike, anything, you left the chickens at the house, and you were nobody there to take care of your chickens. All right, extended feeder. I showed y'all this years ago. Not this one particular, but I showed you another way to make an extended feeder, and that's what I did. Now, I'm gonna show you this right here, right now. Now, this comes with a feeder. The chickens stick their head in here, and they can eat down here. The food fills up this bucket, and gravity fills this right here. No food ever slips out. So the chicken put his head in there, eat the food, come out. No mess, no garbage, no nothing. So we're gonna do this right here. And the reason I got this kit is because this one came with the saw bit. So the people that were just asking me about what size is the drill bit, on this one, you don't even gotta care because it actually comes with the drill bit that you need to drill the hole. So let's get this ready and rocking. I got one of these already, so it shouldn't be too much more different than that. Wait, make sure. Put that on the other side like that. I'm doing this fast, but when you get it, you'll see. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. You just tighten this up. And remember, we're only drilling plastic buckets. It don't have to be super tight and all crazy, you know. We ain't doing that. No Bob the Builder crap today, all right? I'm even hand tightening it. I'm not even going to pull out no wrenches or nothing. Here's the wrench they give you to tighten that up. I'm not even going to use it because I know good and well that I shouldn't need it. I'm gonna take this bit out. We're gonna do this right here for the better or for the worse. Now, the only thing that may happen is this may loosen up. It does that from time to time because I'll be hand tightening stuff. So, now where we're gonna put this one, you do want close to the bottom. I'm gonna come up a knuckle. That's my measurement. I forget an inch. I'm gonna come up a knuckle, okay? because they're going to be eating this food down here. So that's where I want this. This piece here is going to be on the inside. So I'm going to come up a knuckle, and that's exactly where I want to drill this hole at. Eyeballing again. Stick with me. I'm gonna show you a little secret. I like to go backwards so the plastic don't get stuck. It's a little slower, but watch this. No plastic gets stuck in your drill bit, and you get a smoother cut. I learned that a long time ago the hard way. You get a smoother cut. You see, I don't have to pull my knife out to go clean up no edges, right? All right, stay with me. So all we're gonna do now is literally, this comes with a lip, but nothing is gonna be wet in here. It comes with a rubber washer. We don't need that. So I took that off. We just gonna stick that down in there. Now I'm gonna show you how this stuff works too. I'm not just gonna put it together for you. Now I'm gonna come inside here and put the nut on. And I'm just gonna tighten that up. That's it. It don't gotta be waterproof because no water is gonna be in here. What we just made, my family, is a chicken feeder, a 5-gallon chicken feeder. So you can actually put 5 gallons of feed in here. Now the best part about this, you don't have to use a 5-gallon bucket. You can use anything you want to, a 50-gallon drum if you want to. You can use whatever you, I wouldn't advise that, by the way, but you can use whatever you want depending on how long you plan on being gone. Okay? So there you go. Did that. Thank you for that Fruity Loop. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. I really do. That easy. So we got a 5-gallon feeder, 5-gallon waterer in about 5 minutes. Now again, put a lid on it so they don't poop down in there. And you could either hang this up or just set this on a brick in there, and they can go in there and have at it anytime they're ready for as long as you need them to. All right? You want to get funky with it, put the water on the bottom and put the feeder on the top. They can reach that feeder. Boom. You just made a whole a smorgasbord for them right there. We just did that in 5 minutes. You can't get no better than that, family. You can't get no better than that. So any questions before I go? I don't want to get back into the, I get upset when people try to control my life and make decisions for me. They ain't never even sat and had a sandwich with me, but they want to tell me what's best for my life and what's best for my financial well-being and all that. What's best for my children. I'm not a fan of none of that. So before we go, any questions about anything, we will be scheduling the chicken class. You'll be doing that soon. Do you have a video on feeding the chickens? What do you mean by feeding them? Like just, what do you mean by feeding them? Hey, New Orleans Gardener, how you doing, T-Nog? My brother, whether you believe that you're a teacher or not, I say unto you, you are a teacher. Nope, 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 nope. I ain't claiming it. He has talked about plants yet or just chickens. I'm answering questions now. How do you keep from drawing rodents with that? You don't. You can't keep rodents out of anything. If you think you can keep rodents out of stuff, you can't. The only thing you can do is just like we tell people in the beekeeping class, you have to inspect your chickens. You know how much food your chickens eat every day, so that if you're home, what you should test where that will prevent a lot of rodents. But you can't control that. Our problem is we always trying to control nature. You can't control it. You can persuade it a little bit, but you can't control it. Let me see. Do you feed differently in the winter versus the summer? Um, uh, Not really. I don't waste no layer feed on them. Thank you, Black Panther. I appreciate you. Thank you for that. It just depends. That's stuff that we'll be talking about in the class. Where I buy a feeder cup. I'm going to put those links after this video. I'll put all the links for you right after this video, okay? Thank you, Black Panther did it again. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. Are we at the don't I did not say I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that, please. Next time, man, you gotta go. I don't want to talk about them idiots. And you know what? Let me say this. How hot does your greenhouse get in the summer? You Google that one, okay? Thank you, Sheila Purvis. Thank you for that. Appreciate you. Thank you, Wonderfully Made. What y'all doing? Y'all better cut it out. Thank you for that though. Thank you. Um, Trust and believe. This is stuff that we need to be doing, whether you want to or not. If some of these questions that you ask, the only way to find out is do it yourself. Do you transport your fruit trees into the ground, or do they do fine in containers? Some do fine in containers and some do not. It depends on which ones you're trying to plant. Do you make your chicken feed or just buy from the store? Both. I let them go around my land and eat. That saves you a lot of money on feed. Uh, is it best to buy a greenhouse or make one? That depends on how much time you got and how much money you got. That's a personal decision. What's the cost of the chicken coop? I'm gonna have you go to tractorsupply.com and check that out because they have several. I'm gonna tell you something else. It's an investment. It's an investment. It's not cheap. And the only reason I say that, trust me, I did not want to do it, and I tried everything under the sun to try to prevent it. But with all the stuff going on right now in the world, right now, I got my butt up and I was like, I'm going to get that. I hooked my trailer up and I'm going to get that. Listen, I was supposed to be spending the day with my wife. We was both off. This was Saturday. And I said, I gotta go. I gotta go, babe. I got to go. I gotta go get that. I'm not even gonna keep on thinking on it. I'm not gonna keep on worrying about how much it costs. I gotta go. I gotta go get that because the way things are going, we need more chickens. That's why we got that one so we could get more chickens. Now it's happening again, even worse. And I'm going to get more hens. I'm going to get more hens. Let me see. How much slow my hens never really slowed down laying much this winter. Did yours? Yes, they did. Chickens are not that expensive if you are buying a small one. If you have time, you can build. Can I tell you something? Thank you, Ryan Life. Thank you for that. Thank you, BB's Bountiful Blossoms, I think it is. Thank you. Said you have inspired me so much. Thank you. I got a dozen chicks on Wednesday. That's what I'm talking about. Just go do it. Go do it. Just how often do they lay eggs? Every day. Do you have any American pawpaw trees? Yes, I do. Where do you buy chickens? You can buy them from any Tractor Supply or go online. But every day, I ain't gonna say every day, because sometimes they get a little moody, whatever, or they get stressed out. But when they healthy and when they doing good and when they feed is dry and the weather is nice, man, they pump an egg out every day. And I know this, you ain't gonna believe this. Sometimes they pump out 2 eggs. I've recorded it with my own video camera. I've seen it with my own eyes more than once, but I recorded it once. Couldn't believe what I saw. So you're gonna how do you handle the manure? What do you do with it? I feed this entire garden and every last fruit tree and fruit plant and garden that I got. What do you mean? How do you handle the manure? How do you handle the manure? I feed everything with it. It's fertilizer. It's high in nitrogen and everything else that you go to the store and buy. Go to any supply store and ask them how much is their chicken manure. And then you come back and holler at them. Do you get chicks from Tractor Supply? Yes, you do. You do. But we hatch ours out ourselves. We got some from Tractor Supply, but we also hatch some out ourselves. How do you protect your... I'm not talking about pawpaws at the minute. I don't... What do you mean protect your pawpaws? I'm going to have you Google that one, okay? Because that might be something just for your area. Something for your area you might need to... I don't have to protect mine at all. Chicken poop is... Oh, okay. I don't know what that is. But anyway, all right, no more questions. It actually even grows faster when you use chicken poop. Exactly. Yes, yes, things do. What do you think about the stock market? I'm what? Frank, come on, man. What do you think about the stock market? I'm gonna take that down because man, that's kind of crazy, man. What if I gave you an answer to that? What would it do for you? I'm not a stock advisor. Thank you, Asia Harris. I think I said your name right. I said everyone should be gardening and farming. Thank you for your message. Wake them up. Thank you from SCF Organic Farms. Thank you, Asia Harris. See, I'm gonna say this before we go. Why would you ask me about the stock market? You can't get all your advice and your life advice from people on the internet. Look, I just made a chicken feeder and a chicken waterer. Here's my question to you. Would you really take stock tips from me? See, when you ask that question, if I would have gave you an answer, would you really have acted on them? I don't have anything that shows that I'm a good stock tip advisor whatsoever. I wouldn't have neighbors. I would be living on 500 acres out by myself somewhere if I was good at the stock market. I'm going to say this to you. If you are playing it around in the stock market, you should stop because you're taking advice from any Tom, Dick, and Harry that'll give you some advice. I'm going to tell you this. You'll have a better time in Vegas. At least the buffet is free. Okay. At least the buffet is free. Guava. Do you need a permit for a beehive? It depends on where you are, but mostly no. Mostly it's the law that you can have one. And some people are actually fighting their HOAs because the HOAs are saying you can't have bees. The law says you can because bees are endangered. Not only that, you can also make money for having bees. There's programs out there for beekeepers where the government will pay you for certain stuff out there. Go look into it in your area. Okay. Would you buy tree from a store if it doesn't tell you which kind of variety it is? Thank you, More blessed life. Thank you for that. I said thank you. Many blessings to you and your family. Thank you for that. Can you use storage shed in place of a chicken coop? That's a great question. You want to know something? My very first chicken coop on this land was, let me show you because I'm proud of this. Oh, drop my teeth. Jive turkey. Okay, where my beehive is, see that beehive? My big garden, that whole big garden area, where you see that light colored clay dirt, that used to be a giant chicken coop. I mean, a giant shed that I converted into a chicken coop. Yeah, and then it's a tree on the other side of Washiokuchi Creek. Fell. There it go right there. You can see it. You can see it good while the leaves ain't on it. See it laying down? That came across the creek, crashed through my beehives when they was over there and crushed my chicken coop. So absolutely, yes, you can. And what I'm seeing now is sheds are about the same price as a small chicken coop. So you may be doing yourself a service by doing a shed instead of a chicken coop. Some of these small coops that they got out here are really flimsy and very expensive. The cheapest chicken coop I've seen is like $5.99, something like that. And you know, if you go ahead and just save a little more money and get a shed, a small shed. So let me see. Looks like your neighbors have fenced you out. No, they got a pool. That's the law. In most states, you got to have a fence around your pool. Can you turn a carport into a coop? You can turn anything into a coop. Now, that's totally up to you. I don't get to asking me that because you could turn anything into a chicken coop. Thank you, Diane Kim. Thank you for that. Never thought I'd be interested in growing my own chickens, but you make a good case on those last videos. Listen, did you see that I got a 15 pack of eggs in there right now that I need to go ahead and collect since I'm out here? Let me clean up my mess. And I do want to show you this too. I'm gonna show you this stuff in action. That's even better. Show you this in action. We'll come back out here. Done drop my doggone tea like a bum. Might as well get in action. I'm gonna show you the feeder first, and then we'll worry about the waterer, because I don't got no generator with me. Wish I did. Okay. This is where I keep my feed. I keep them in metal garbage cans because metal garbage cans don't sweat. This coop, the one that I bought, everybody been seeing my wood holding rack, right? When I chop wood. Keep this rack that this come with because it holds your wood real good and clean. So I kept another one so I can hold another batch. Anyway, that's just a quick tip. So I keep my feed in here so raccoons can't get them. I don't know if any of y'all used to live in, you ain't got to live in the hood. If you live in the city, you got raccoons. Just in the hood, it just seems like they're a little bit more gangster for some reason. Take this stuff out of here. And I'm going to show you me. Don't throw your coffee mugs away. Look at this. This is what I use when I don't let them out. I'm not going to fill it up. You get the point. I'm going to put the top on it. Look, they can go in there and eat and not make a mess. You know it. You know it's spring when you start seeing the lizards come out. Okay. I don't know if y'all saw that, but we're gonna put this in there so you get a chance to check it out. They gonna love this. I know I'm doing a lot, y'all, but I just want to be realistic with you and show you the real. All right, girls, I got something for you. Yeah, y'all gonna like this one, cause here's the feeders that I feed them with every day. I just put them a little in there and let them have at it. So I don't like putting stuff in front of the door, and I don't like putting stuff where a raccoon can get it. So at the moment, I'm gonna just set it right here. I'm gonna pick it up a little bit. I don't got no, oh, here you go. Look, look, look. I set it right there. Right there. Watch this. Watch this. She gonna look in a minute. Now, I'm gonna tell you this. They curious. Hold on. They curious, and she gonna check it out. Watch this. Let me give her a little food. This don't work too good. Now watch this, y'all. I'm gonna show you something that's slick about this. Something that you shouldn't do. This is from my own experience. Is don't put your food where they lay their eggs at. If you put your food close to their food, like what I'm doing right now is a mistake. If you put your food close to where they lay their eggs at, they will start eating their eggs. Because they'll be fighting for the food and then get confused and get pissed off like what they doing now. And the next thing you know, they'll be eating their own eggs out the kicker box. We don't want that. Matter of fact, here, let me make it. See, she looking in there. Ain't nothing in there for you. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a little bit there just so they can get used to it, because this is their first time ever seeing something like that. And while we wait, I'm just going to show you this real quick. I know this is crazy, but use my shirt because I don't know. Oh, there go my egg basket. I thought I'd left it in the house. Okay, got my egg basket. I thought that was in the house. So all I do, put your eggs in, collect your eggs. I'm trying to stay up here because when I'm up here, they all start coming up here. Look at them. They like, what is he doing? More eggs all day. So is it smart to have chickens? Is it smart to have livestock? You don't have to be a meat eater to own livestock, because you can trade these eggs. If you're a vegan or vegetarian, which a lot of you guys are, which I know already, you don't have to eat eggs. I'm gonna say this, you can be a vegan, you can be a vegetarian, but don't be stupid. This is bartering and trading 101. You don't have to eat eggs if you don't feel that you need to survive off of eggs or chickens or hens, but you can trade this big girl for whatever it is you need to eat or drink, and you can trade these whole 15 pack of eggs for whatever you need. Now they're gonna eat that for a minute, and after a while they're gonna get curious enough to put their head in that bucket. I wish I wouldn't have put so much in there. I wish I wouldn't have put so much down there so they're gonna see that food in that thing. Get your head in there. Plus, you know it's completely organic. That's right. That's right, C. Caesar. Exactly. Thank you, SA Artistries. I'm just seeing that. Said thank you for all the info. My husband and I watch you daily. We're working on getting started as soon as we get our own house. Doing small container gardening for now. You're very much appreciated. And you are too, SA Artistries. Thank you for that. They're going to start getting their head in that bucket in a minute. But we ain't got to wait them out. We know it works. What about fish hatcheries? I had somebody, let me get my eggs, get my groceries. I had somebody say, we're gonna go back out here for a hot second. We'll make it a 90-minute. Might as well. Got me some eggs. Somebody said my fish were too big for my bowl. My fish aren't there to be looking beautiful. Somebody just asked about the fish hatchery. My fish aren't there for beautification. That's why my water, you see my water is just like, eh. It had a fly in it. Whew. That has something living in there. I guess I can skip dinner. So, okay, if there's no more question, you guys, what I'm gonna do, my next video is coming out. I'm gonna do a quick video on me how easy it is to put this together. I'm also gonna show you why I prefer this coop. Remember, I'm not affiliated with these people at all, but I'm gonna tell you why I keep picking this coop over all the other ones. And it's a reason. Number one, did you see that platform that the chickens was up on eating? You don't gotta build anything. Put a couple of 2x4s through there and then put some board on top. They have a platform. You can do that all throughout the coop. So to me, I use these things like Lego blocks. I can make this whole side all long, or I can make it upside down. I can change it any shape I want it. I can make it longer if I need to, so nothing is set in stone. I always have options. You could just keep adding panels. I can make this thing 100 feet long if I wanted to. So that's why I like this coop. Everybody keep buying those self-made chicken coops. Nothing wrong with them at all. But when you really start getting a lot of birds, you want to be able to change it up a little bit. I don't like misled. That don't look like misled sauce. Oh, you talking about my Incredible Hawk tears? No, it's tea. It's sun tea. I said that in the beginning of the video. Do you have to refrigerate your eggs? You know what? No. It's weird. You should, I guess. But I've never had a bad egg out of here. Never. And I'll leave them on the counter because I have so many. Never had a bad egg. How do you mitigate against rodents? I don't. You just got to clean up after yourself. Do you put fence on the ground? Only around the perimeter. I put chicken wire just around the perimeter. I don't put it across the whole thing, and this is why. Because your chickens inside the coop like to scratch inside the coop too, and that's what you do want because they mix up the poop. I got you, Raven. They mix up the poop with the leaves and the grass, and then you get fertilizer. If you put that chicken wire or fencing at the bottom of the whole coop, they can't scratch, and that poop will just compile and it'll start smelling like holy, won't smell like holy anything. It'll smell like the devil himself. So I just put it around the perimeter because that deters foxes from scratching and coyotes from trying to dig under. Thank you, T.Y. Cunningham said, looking forward to the next video about the chicken coop. It's coming. If you wash the bloom off the eggs, you must refrigerate. Right. If you get some good clean eggs like these, if nice and clean like that, I'm putting them right into the thing. Even if they got little crumbs on them, I leave them just like they are. Let me see. Some sand helps the smell. No, it don't. Not in my coop. Not some sand ain't gonna help. I'm gonna tell you what helps. Organic material, grass, leaves, grass clippings. This helps because once you put this down, they mix it all up. It turns into black gold. This helps my smell. My neighbors always say, "How do you keep the smell down?" Right here. Look, here go my lawnmower. I'm bringing in piles of the stuff as we speak. This way, I put it here even before I set up the coop, so it'll be ready to go. That one got it, and they ain't never even been in there because it'll be ready to go. Let me see. So you don't have to refrigerate the egg. Just go ahead and refrigerate the eggs, just to be safe, okay? Just go ahead and do it just to be safe. How do you store without refrigerator, fridge or electricity? You can pickle your eggs. It's a billion ways to preserve your eggs. You can pickle your eggs and you can powder your eggs. There's a million different ways. You're gonna have to Google that one because it's a million different ways to preserve your eggs. Let me see. Anyone in the group know if HOA finds you fit a coop? Finds you fit a coop. I don't know what that means. You might want to respell that. And number two, that is only your HOA. Everybody's HOA rules do not apply to each and every and one another. That's just your HOA you need to talk to. I don't live in an HOA, so. What size is your cub? My cub? I don't understand your question. Thank you, Grammy Midwife. Said, planning on bigger coop and more hens soon. Thanks for the inspiration. Anytime. Anytime. You know, once you got 2, you want 4. And it keep going on and on after that. What do you think about quail next? I don't want quail. I mean, if you like quail, that's your thing. Quails are loud and obnoxious. And trust me, you will get on your neighbor's nerves with them quail. I tried quail and got rid of them really quick. I didn't know they were so doggone noisy. You have to check your HOA guidelines, right? What state are you in? Just found you a couple of weeks ago, and this is my first time I caught you live, and I'm learning a lot. Thank you, Wanda Holmes. Well, welcome to the Greenhouse Lounge family. Thank you for that. Let me see. We also have, but not many of these birds. Oh, right, yeah. Quail, they just loud. I don't really care for them. I don't even like quail eggs, okay? And then you got little quail, if you're gonna eat them. I just always be like, yeah, they cute. I guess I think in a more survival sense, and it throws people off sometimes the way I think. I'm always thinking about some hardcore, harsh situations. Meaning, what animal am I going to get the most out of with the least amount of my input? That's a chicken. Everything else need to be tended to. Everything else need to be looked after. And chickens, you don't got to do nothing to them. They know exactly what they doing. They clean themselves, they feed themselves, they give me fertilizer, they give me breakfast, and if need be, they give me dinner and so many other things. They eat all the pests, snakes, frogs, and all the crap in my yard for me, so I don't have to worry about calling, putting down chemicals. They do it all. They are the whole package to me. They're the whole package. Somebody said chickens and rabbits. Rabbits can't give you eggs though. They can give you more rabbits, but so can these chickens. Say guinea birds will drive you crazy. Yes, yes. Hey, Granny Ya, Grammy Ya, how you doing? Said my friend said, be choosy about your rooster because you don't want one fighting you. It ain't the fighting part, it's the noisy part, depending on where you live. I like a rooster. He gonna crow every blue moon, every, 4 hours on the hour. But if he doing it constantly, he gotta go. He gotta get some lemon pepper on his back. Can you put used eggshells back in the coop for hens? I'm gonna suggest you not do that. For calcium, don't do that. Don't do it. Because once they get the taste of those eggshells, even if you bake them, they will still smell the egg. And the next thing you know, you got them eating your egg. They're eating all the eggs that they laid. I never do that. I take the eggshells and I put those in my garden. For calcium, what I do is use oyster shell. Either I buy it or I go to all the lakes, like my lake out here, got these little barnacle oyster shells. I collect all of that. When I'm at the beach, I collect oyster shells, crush them up with a hammer, and I feed that to them. That's what I do. See, how do you know if the egg has no baby chicks in them? You candle them. If you don't have a rooster, you ain't got no baby chicks. If you have a rooster, you put a flashlight under the egg and you keep your eye on that, and you can actually see the little baby embryo in there moving around. You can see it if you candle them. And if you keep on doing that, you keep checking that same egg every other day, it'll grow really fast and you'll see that baby chick grow. You'll see that baby chick until it's huge. Depending on whether you're gonna have a hard time if you're trying to candle an egg that's up under a hen and the hen is incubating them. But if you're incubating them yourself with an incubator, then you can candle an egg every blue moon. You gotta hurry up because the moisture and the humidity, it's a whole nother ball game. We're gonna be teaching that in the class. I think Producer's Pride 10 by 10 from Tractors. I think, yes, I do. I got a 10 by 10 Producer's Pride from Tractor Supply. Eggs stay up to 3 weeks without refrigeration on the counter. I want to even say longer than that, unless I was a risk taker. Had plenty of snakes last year in my chicken coop. I did too, but I ain't about to let them, I'm not about to let them stop me. Matter of fact, a couple of them snakes ain't coming back to the coop. See, I just glassed about 3 dozen today, gallon 2 jars water, 2 ounces pickling hydrated lime. Yeah, it's ways you can save your eggs. Do your children garden? Yes, they do. They actually do. They're out living their life. And if y'all saw what Princess Leia do, she'll blow your mind. She blows my mind and makes me so proud. Don't get me being a proud papa right now, but she really, she loves gardening so much that she get right, SEI Family Garden relocation program, exactly. Princess Leia gardens so much that I came home in my office one day. If you look close, my plants keep changing. It's hanging from my wall in my office. Princess Leia comes and she steals them. And I can't even be mad at her. I'm like, yo, what is you doing? You can't be coming over here stealing my stuff. She said, Dad, it just needed some water, and it was root bound, and I'm just gonna split it up for you. I know you was gonna fuss at me, but I'm just gonna split it up for you, and I'm gonna bring it back to you. That was a spider plant. I ain't seen that yet. Okay. I ain't seen that yet at all. There we go. So, how can you be mad? Let me see. Will we get another look at the coop to see what you're doing before you leave here? I'm not going to build it right now. To see, let me see that again. To see what they're doing. Right now, they ain't thinking about my little invention. They see them scratching through the leaves and the stuff down in the coop. How many little houses do you have for your chicken? Do they use same little house to lay eggs? No, I only have the 3. You mean if you're talking about the laying boxes? The 2 holes. It's funny, the reason I used to have a bunch of them, but the reason I stopped doing that is because the more that you get, they fight over the same hole. So I was like, that's useless. Yes, Princess Leia does have a YouTube channel. And I'm pretty sure that's her name too. What does the roof look like on the coop? Good question. Come on, let's go see. let's go see. What does the roof look like? I'm gonna show you. Normally, it's supposed to be wired like this, right? Trust me on this one. This was a smooth tip that's gonna help you. It's wired like this. You can see it on the inside. Let's go back inside. It's wired like this. What I did was always forget the name of this board up here because it comes already painted. What I put up there, I put these two boards up here, and I still got to put my centerpieces in my garage. I got to put that in here. The cap, I got to put the cap down the center, just like a house. What that does is keep the rain from coming in here, and it stays fairly dry in here all the time. Look at this soil. I'm gonna show you something real quick. Hey, y'all, don't knock down my camera. I'm gonna show you something. Check it out. I just had to give my little spinner. Now watch this. See that? Black gold. Texas tea. Millionaire. Movie stars. All that is compost and chicken poop. You can't buy this in the store. That'll cost you a fortune. That'll cost you a doggone fortune, what I'm showing you right now. That'll cost you a fortune right there. And no, I know everybody like, does it stink? No. It smells like earth, like a earthy, rich, earthy smell. Black gold. This right here is what I feed. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take it with me. That's what I feed my trees. Take this with me so they don't knock that over. You take this kind of stuff with you. See what this does, it don't just feed you. It don't just feed you. It feeds your trees and your plants. Like for instance, I got this, let me show you this. This is my Orient pear tree, and it's about to bloom. All these blooms is budding on the whole tree. So I want this rich organic stuff. Now, the only reason I don't feed these, I got a Bartlett behind me, a big Bartlett, and this Orient. The reason I don't feed them that much is because when it do rain and it swish through here, that water, that doo-doo water come out, and that's why they so huge. So all we gonna do is take this, watch this. Take this, put that right down there, and just put some leaves on it. Put some leaves on it. I'm not even gonna churn it in, because it's gonna go down into the soil by itself. You don't have to do all of that. People be doing that on TV just to try. You don't gotta do that. Leave it there. It's gonna age in the sun and then go down into the roots and feed the tree. This is what I do. And then store you up some water. Keep your water on here. Get you some 55-gallon drums. I got 55-gallon drums all over my land. For drinking, water in my garden, and everything else you need to do at all times. So you always got water stored up. And the craziest part, you might have to drink it if stuff keep getting stupid. So that's family. It's talking about it and it's doing it. You got to ask yourself, which one is you ready to do? You want to keep talking about it over dinner, talking about it over the breakfast table, or is you ready to get into this game for real? Because it's not a joke. What can you do if you live in an apartment? I don't know. I can tell you, and you ain't gonna like my answer. I mean, no disrespect whatsoever, okay? For the, what do you do if you live in an apartment? Move out of an apartment. It's a death trap. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I don't mean it to be rude at all. Thank you, Roz Marie. So thanks for being selfless and sharing knowledge and experience. Thank you so much for that. I mean it. Get out of an apartment. It's a death trap. The reason most people live in apartments is because they think that they cannot afford something else. They don't think they can afford a home. But what you don't realize is you've been renting for so long that you don't even realize your rent is the same price of owning a home or even renting a home. Renting a home. Your price for a 2-bedroom apartment costs about as much as renting a 3-bedroom ranch-style home. And if you don't have that in your area, you got some serious decisions to make. Do I stay in this city? Maybe it's time for me to move on. Maybe it's time for me to start my journey because I can't accomplish everything that I need to accomplish right here. Listen, I'm originally from Toledo, Ohio. I couldn't finish and accomplish what I needed to accomplish in Toledo, Ohio. And I got tired of it and I said, it's time to go. You have some serious decisions to make. And you know, we don't talk to one another enough about those type of serious commitments, those type of serious decisions. We don't. The only people you end up talking to, they say, man, you stupid. What would you leave for? Don't you? When you say, I'm thinking about owning some land, getting a farm, starting raising some chickens, or moving out of town and starting my life over, all of your friends always say, what the hell would you do that for? Chickens? For what? To do what? Are you serious? Leave all of this? You gonna leave all of this? How many friends you got to do that to you? And then later on they see you like, man, you don't be on Facebook no more. Yeah, I ain't got time for that. You keep on staying on Facebook, Instagrams and that, and showing people your plates of dinner. I just got through collecting my dinner from outside. It's a difference, see. It's a difference than you taking pictures of your meal in some restaurant and going outside and collecting your meal out of your backyard. It's a big difference. I don't got time to put this on Facebook. All the pictures on Instagram. No, I'm too busy collecting them, feeding them, make sure they're safe, getting my trees together, and then I gotta cook. I don't have time to keep taking a snap. Beep, beep, boop, boop. Every 5 seconds when you out here and you really doing it, you don't got time to do that. There's so many things I wish I could show you. Today, I wanted to do a video on me planting those peach trees. I wanted to do a video on today. I relocated a palm tree so my RV could fit in that space. I didn't have time. I just needed to get it done. Now I'm looking back and regretting it because I was like, man, that was some good footage. But I don't have time. When you're doing it for real, that camera ain't always rolling, you know. So for the people that live in an apartment, I'm not saying it's a bad way of life, but it's not the only way of life. That's what I'm here to tell you. It's not a bad way of life, but it's not the only way of life. And don't limit yourself by saying, I live in New York and all we have is apartments. I live in Brooklyn, all we have is brownstones. I live here and all we got is... That's up to you whether you want to stay in New York or not. That's up to you whether you want to stay in Brooklyn and all those apartments, Chicago. That's totally up to you. Who says you have to stay where they put you? Who says? Your finances? I don't think so. You could get your money anywhere. Let me say, if you look at an apartment, look for USDA loans. That's a good piece of advice. Hard Style said, just bought a Sam Houston peach from Tractor Supply, $15. There we go, bare root. Let me see. Got lucky at Walmart on food grade buckets today on clearance section. Paid less than $10 for 5 buckets. Okay, with the lids. Look at you. Looking like you guys are having great weather. It's so weird. I don't know how long it's gonna stay. It changes every day. How do you keep your chickens warm in the winter? I live in the South. That's the last thing on my mind. If you live in the North and you get a lot of snow, you may want to wrap your coop with a tarp. That's all the warmth you really need to give them. And to keep their water from freezing, there's water heaters, and they're expensive water heaters for chicken coops, right? I'm going to tell you something I did a while back. This was years ago when we had our freeze here. You know the little fishbowl heaters? They cost like $5. They're a little long tube. I just dropped the fishbowl heater down in my chicken waterer and plugged it in with an extension cord back in them days. $5, but a chicken waterer gonna cost you about $50 at a chicken supply store. Don't use your head. You have to fight to keep your same level of salary outside of a metropolitan city. That's the big difference. You have to fight to keep your same level of salary. Okay, you know what? Lloyd, I'm not going to butcher your name, but I'm going to tell you this, Chicago Cubs. I'm going to tell you this. You have to fight to keep your same level of salary outside of your metropolitan city. That is excellent. That is excellent because here's the thing. You're right. Now, again, the choice is up to you. You have to make the choices of what's important in your life. Do you need a Mercedes? Do you need a big house? Do you need 4 cars? Do you need is the question. Because here's the thing. Once you move outside of your metropolitan city, you will take a hit. I did. I used to make $28 an hour, and I can't tell you what car company I used to work for. I had only been there for like 8 years, and that was back then. I quit that job. I took a crazy pay cut, but you got to understand something. My money is kind of like moving from state to state. For instance, in my old hometown, Toledo, Ohio, gas used to be cheap there. Gas was cheap there. Food was expensive. Here, gas was, how did I put that? Yeah, no, gas was expensive. No, that's right. Gas was cheap there, food was expensive. Down here, gas is cheap, food is inexpensive. Every state you go to, they balance and make you think that you are making more money by living in another part or something, or you're doing better, but it's not. If the gas prices are high, the food prices are going to be low. If the food and the gas prices are high, the taxes to live there is going to be low. They always play with those numbers and make you think you're doing more for yourself than you really are. So when I left Ohio, I looked like, oh my God, you got to pay taxes on your vehicles. That's crazy every year. But it's the same thing. They just doing it in a different way. So if you're saying it costs more when you leave, very true. But this is the time when you got your own land, you can pay yourself. Grow your own food. You just saved on your grocery bill. Trust me, by leaps and bounds. Eat better. Your health, watch your health. Stop eating so much crap and going to restaurants and all that. You just saved yourself hundreds, if not thousands of dollars just by bettering your health. Growing your own food, getting your own livestock. The money that you start making once you have a piece of land, the money that you start seeing in return, my friend, just imagine. I just want you to do, this is just a quick comparison. This is 15 eggs. We're going to just say a dozen. Forget the extra 3. That's a bonus. A dozen of organic, fresh, brown eggs. I want you to price this for me. 1 dozen of fresh, organic brown eggs. When you go to the store, do that for me. Price that. Now I want you to think of this. Every single day. That, I think organic eggs cost you around $6, something like that, $5 or $6 every single day. If you don't want to spend money on the chicken feed, you let them out into the yard and they eat up all of your bugs. You don't got to call the bug exterminator man. Your chickens is doing it for you. How much money did you save? You need to put fertilizer on your trees to feed all your trees and plants and shrubs. You get that out the coop as they poop. How much money did you save? It all work in a cycle, man. It work in a cycle like the Most High put us here to do. Everything is supposed to work with something else. It's not, we're so self-centered, we think it's just about us. We're supposed to work in tune with nature. That's why the natives were so successful. They worked with nature. We don't. That's why we have so much trouble. But once you start getting your own land and start to working back with nature again and understanding, okay, what do I do with this poop? Put it around the trees. What do I do with this urine? Put it around the trees. What do I do with all the stuff, the food scraps that I'm eating out the house? Give it to the chickens, feed them. Your son didn't finish eating his broccoli. Give it to the chickens. What about these pasta noodles? Give it to the chickens. They let out eggs. That's a big, beautiful cycle, man. And after that, then after you done gave the trees the poop, I'm getting all passionate, man, listen at me. After you gave the trees the poop at the end of the year, baby, and in the middle of summer, you pulling off peaches the size of a baby head. You pulling off apples. You pulling off pears. Look, look, let me just show you real quick. I got blueberries blooming. All in my blueberry field. All of them is little baby blueberry blooms. See? You can't make this up. So out of all, y'all literally watch me eat a year's worth of food. I'm always walking through here eating something that I picked out of this garden. I still got sweet kumquats. I can still eat them. I still eat lemons. Everybody in my beekeeping group saw me still drinking lemons. Lemons, honey, citrus. You pay yourself back. What size containers for the blueberries? I don't know. They're not supposed to be in there. I just cut the bottoms off until I can get them planted. So everything is a cycle. And that saves you money so you can live like this. People think I make a lot of money. I don't. I don't. I do not. They say, well, how did you afford that? We seen it on the video. Because I don't have to spend money on food. I don't have to spend money on, and here's the other thing, guess what? 18 eggs every single day. You can't eat that many. You can't store that many. There's gonna come a time where you're gonna get tired of eggs. What do? You sell them. You turn around, if they asking $5 for a carton of eggs, you sell them for $4. Your friends that know you know that they real and organic. They ain't even got to take a gamble and with the store. You selling them for $4. Guess what? If you sell 5 of these, because you're going to have them, that's $20, baby. That's gas money. All day now you ain't got to spend money on gas. This is about trade, bartering, the way things are supposed to be. That's the way it's supposed to be. Or you take them and sell them at the farmer's market. You know what? If you good enough, you don't even got to go to the farmer's market. If you got a job, all you got to do is go to the lunchroom table and set them on there and say $4 for these eggs. Watch how many people take them. Watch how many people. I promise you. All this fresh produce you growing out here, you take that to the dog, take it to your job. And you know what the word gonna come out. Hey, I hear you sell tomatoes. You got any with you? Think I'm playing. You're going to get tired of those people, actually. I mean, it's good, but you're going to be like, man, no, it ain't even in season. But when you get them tomatoes, man, I had that tomato from last year, boy. Woo! When you get them tomatoes, then you call me, right? You're going to hit me, right? I can't make this up, man. You can nickel and dime yourself to death. You can keep spending a nickel and dime till you broke. And you don't even realize you broke. But you can also nickel and dime yourself into prosperity too. $4 here, $2 there. Keep putting that in a doggone jar and look at what you did at the end of the year. It'll blow your mind. Sold a few tomatoes here, a few eggs there, few persimmons here, few lemons there. Watch. You don't have to live in your situation. I'm living proof. I am living proof talking to you right now. I'm living it. You don't have to live in the way they put you in. Now, it's up to you. If you feel that you need that Mercedes or you need 4 cars and you need 5-car garage, you need fancy clothes and stuff, then you may want to check into your priorities. Your priorities might be a little different than mine. That's different. I've been on here way too long, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm just chopping it up, man. It's a beautiful day. I'm feeling good, and I really should be working on this chicken coop. I'm gonna get on working on that in the morning because I want to record that. What's the name of the tomatoes that sweet taste like grapes? I don't know. Let me see. How are your bananas doing? I hope that answered your question. Thank you. Thank you, Calavet 2020. Say it's no one's business what you make. That's very true. It's not. But I just want to let people know that everybody thinks I'm broke, so I can't live. I can't do that. That's what they got you thinking. That's what they got you thinking. They think that you can't accomplish anything because you broke. When you say I can't accomplish that because I'm broke, you know what also you say? They control me. They, the ones that we was talking about, is the jackasses with the egos running stuff and messing stuff up right now. They control everything I do and every decision I make. When you say I'm broke so they can't do anything, and I'm gonna tell you this too. My excuses got thrown out the window when my wife was young and graduated from college, pregnant. She had all kind of ailments while she was pregnant. She still graduated. She still graduated through all the horror that I saw her go through trying to birth one of these big head kids of mine. On time with honors. On time with honors. And I always look to that sometime when I'm feeling low and be like, I can't let that stop me, or I can't let that person ruin my day. My wife just became an educator carrying around a big head baby. Sick all the time, but she's still studying. In between the throwing up and pooping, she's studying. And still taking care of me and 2 more kids. Ain't no excuse. Ain't no excuse, man. I promise you that. She looking at her, it's hard for me to make excuses. I don't give her excuses because she ain't trying to hear it. Like, because she'll pull that baby story out on me. Like, really? I'm like, oh, maybe it wasn't that bad. Do you have a video on how to keep bananas alive through the winter? Dig them out, put them in your garage. It's that simple. If you don't have space in your garage, you're going to have to just leave them out. And it depends on where you live. My banana trees aren't dead. They're just little crusty right now. Cause Lady Led is exceptional, Audrey. You know what? I think everybody could do it. Just nobody is ever there to tell them it's possible. It's possible. Led, can you give a tour of all your present fruit-producing trees? Yes, on another day. Right now, everything is just blooming and opening up so far. Led, do you plan on eating any chickens? If so, will you keep those separate? I don't have any plans right now on eating any. And when you say keep them separate, what do you mean? Like a waiting room? Like a green room? I just want to know what you're talking about. Do I keep them separate? Do I have avocado trees? Yes, I have a Mexicola Grande. Do you grow watermelons? I do from time to time, but the womp rats eat them before I can even harvest half of them. When is your last frost date? I don't believe in that crap. I watch the weather, I watch my chickens, and I watch my bees, and I watch the beaver. They tell me when the last frost date is. The beaver is woke. The frost date is over for me. If you had to start right now from scratch, what would you plant for from Journey and Gigi? I would start immediately with a tomato. It's so easy to grow. You can drop a tomato on the ground and it'll grow. So just off the top of my head, I would start with a tomato, maybe a cucumber. Will my fig cuttings fruit the first year? They may. It depends on how big they are, how productive they are, what kind of fig is it. It depends. Because I've had them fruit. Do you want to eat that fruit? No, because it'll be awful. I promise you that. It's gonna be a little booger, and you ain't gonna want to bother with it. I would pick that off so your tree can grow. Say I need a TV series. They don't want me on TV. I'm a mess. Do you grow pinto beans? No. Led, can you do a video about RVs? Yes, we are going to do a video about RVs and a lot of other stuff about them. Yes, 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 definitely. I've been trying to record pieces of one for almost ever since I got that one. You can sell fertilized eggs too if you have a rooster. Boom, that is a, oh my God, that is so wonderful. If you don't want a rooster, you can't. Thank you, Christina B. You can buy fertilized eggs from somebody else's farm and incubate your own chickens. How long does it take for a full persimmon to produce? It depends on how old your tree is and where you are. That depends on a lot of things. I've had them produce only that big, and some of them took, like I got one over here. It's a chocolate persimmon. I've had it for 3 years. It still won't do nothing. Best fertilizer mix that you can whip up. Doo-doo. Lead, my elderberry cutting is flourishing. I am thankful to have a piece of East Island. Thank you, Natalie Holloway. I told you they grow like mad. Let me see where we at. Let's see where we go. Okay, I missed it. Let me see. Do your own research for trees. There's a lot to consider and lots to know. Amen to that. Led, do you have any elderberry cuttings? No, it's out of season right now. Let me see. Led, we love you, and Lady Led, thank you for all you do. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, you guys. And you know what? I'm gonna let y'all go. Can I winter sow peppers? Yes, you can. I'm gonna get out of y'all here. Any recommendation on keeping a papaya tree alive? It just depends on where you live. I got a papaya tree that grew out of there, out of the blue, and it didn't make it. I didn't know it grew there until she told me about it, and I left it for the winter, and it's just a little stump now. How's Bonita? She is doing wonderful. Matter of fact, it looked like she about to open up. I have cuttings coming Tuesday. Am I too late? Cuttings for what? Too late for what? Should we be buy grafted fruit trees? Yes. And it depends on what tree it is. Like a persimmon, not necessarily. A fig tree, I don't even think I've ever seen a grafted fig tree. So it's certain trees you don't have to worry about whether it's grafted or not. Could you recommend a which potato tree to plant? Potato tree to plant? Oh, You might want to ask that again. I'm not sure what you're saying. I don't think it's a potato tree. I just got 5 bare root persimmons today. I want put in containers. Best way to plant them. Uh, 5 bare root persimmons. I'm gonna tell you what I do with my bare root persimmons. I put them in a container first. I don't put them in the ground that first year. I always have bad luck with a bare root persimmon going straight into the ground. Always have bad luck with that. And maybe it could be my soil, but it never ever fails when I put a bare root persimmon tree in a container and just keep it watered. I don't like putting every bare root tree that I've put in the ground either died. I got one out here that looked like it's in the ICU, and my chocolate persimmon, it was bare root, and I put it in the ground, and it ain't done nothing for me. Can you purchase some air layer tree? Can I purchase some of your air layer trees? I already sold them. Let me see. Do we get elderberry trees? I don't know what that means. Thank you for your video on elderberry cutters. You're so welcome. Just purchased an apple peach tree today. Very excited to buy more. Anybody can grow lettuce. Snap be used to buy seeds. Do you have a review of your greenhouse? That's on my wife's channel, Lady Led, on YouTube. Go to Lady Led. She shows you actually her put this up and everything. And she does a whole review on it. You and Lady Led should have a barbecue for the Greenhouse Lounge family. That's what we're going to do on Leds on the Loose. We're going to be coming to everybody's city, and we're going to be hanging out in certain spots and hoping everybody can come together and hang out for a night or two. We're going to take the bug out bus, and we heading across the country. Led, how many trees are too many trees? Don't ask me that. I don't know. I don't think there's such a thing to me. To me, I'll plant until I can barely walk through them. Do you have any good references for online websites to purchase good seeds from? No, I don't. This is your first live Ask Seek? Well, welcome to the Greenhouse Lounge. We were just about to get out of here too. Let me see. What's the variety of Japanese sweet potato the viewer sent you? I don't even remember at this very second. But I'm gonna tell you this: the Japanese sweet potato did not do well here. I'm gonna say that. Do you save your seeds? Yes, I do. Do orange and lemon trees need a buddy? No. They produce more with one, but absolutely not. Let me see. Any advice on why tomato plants dying after transplanting? No, I wouldn't know. I don't know your situation. I would love to help you, but I don't know your situation. I don't know what you did or what happened or anything. Oh, Broke in the house. What's up, Broke? What's going on, man? Said, can I come live with you? Come on. Let me stop that, because somebody tried to. Kinda. No, you don't want to live with me, I'm telling you. I wake up, I laugh in my sleep. I scared the crap out of her last night because I was laughing. She thought I was having a heart attack. She thought I was having a heart attack. She wake me up and scare me. She said, you okay? You okay? I'm like, what you doing? What you doing? She said, you was over there breathing all crazy. Man, I was in my dream cracking up. I can't tell you what the dream was, but I was in my dream cracking up. I was probably breathing hard because I was probably laughing. You wouldn't want to move with me. I do it a lot. Unfortunately. Even my dreams be funny, man. Can tomato plants thrive in pots, or do they have to be planted in the ground? Oh no, tomatoes love containers. Yes, because tomatoes will do well in a container. Even like a 5-gallon bucket. a tomato will do wonders. As a matter of fact, last year, we didn't grow hardly any tomatoes in our garden at all. They all came out of 5-gallon buckets. My Satsuma tree is bald. Bald. I'm in 7B. No, it's not dead. Your Satsuma, this is how we're gonna end this. Everybody hang on with me. I'm gonna take you on a quick tour because I do got one little piece of good news to let y'all know. Citrus. Your citrus is fine. I'm gonna take you, remember we did the citrus video and I told y'all about which one is flawless and which one is like, and which some of them is like, maybe that one ain't gonna work out. Come on, I'm gonna take y'all with me. All right, hold tight. We about to do this old-fashioned style. Come on, giddy up, horsey. Gotta give her a little feed. Ha! Move now! Giddy up! Ha! Get on out of here! Move now! Woo-hoo! We're doing it the easy way. Here go my peach trees that I just planted. Yeah! Get on out of here, move them out. Woo! All right. Woo! All right. Yeah! Tie her up to a post. Okay. I'm going to show you all my. This is one that I'm gonna show you real quick. I ain't gonna do the whole tour. This one I'm impressed with. Do you see how busted up, how I got this staked in this ground? I got this on clearance in the fall. And I think I paid like $5 for it. And it's a Shinseki Asian pear, right? Why is that sucker blooming? Do you see that? Why is it blooming? Those are blooms, flower blooms, fruit blooms. Once you start having fruit trees, you will know blooms from leaves. On pear trees and apple trees, they always bloom, the fruit blooms first before the leaves come out. That's how you know you're about to have fruit blooms. But all of my pear trees is about to bloom and go off. And this one about to spit out some food. I'm impressed. Now, here we go. Mexicola Grande avocado. Believe it or not, it's still alive. It made it. It's a lot of dead, the tender branches is dead. Look, the tender branches, but all of the hard, bigger branches are still alive. See where I pinched it right here? I cut it to make sure it's still alive. It's all of this is still alive. All these little tenderonis, I'm not even worried about them. I just wanted to keep that trunk alive. So that's a good one. If that spends another year in the ground, that's gonna be a bad boy. So everybody, Mexicola Grande made it. I'm gonna show you again in about another month or two, and I'm gonna keep y'all up to date. Okay. Eureka Lemon. They hate cold. They hate it. But he's still alive. See the green? That is everything to me. Forget this. This stuff gonna fall off, family. Don't let this scare you. This is what you want to see. You want to see that green, son. You want to see this. You want to see that right there. Can y'all see that? You want to see the green in the trunk in the tree. So it made it. They look bad, but I still recommend them. Now, y'all ready for this? Okay, let me get the names together because I need everybody to know exactly what we dealing with here. Where are you at? Okay. Brown Select Satsuma. Unfazed. Unfazed. Unfazed Brown Select Satsuma. These are the same ones that was covered with ice and snow, just like all the rest. Where is that cold winter? Oh, let's stop that. Brown Select Satsuma. Flawless. Flawless. Went through the cold. Look, I don't even have a brown leaf on any of them. I don't have a brown leaf on none of them. They're deep, hard green. So I'm just gonna tell y'all right now, that Brown Select, that's the one. Of course, in the Meyer lemon, Lillian is still over here. She looking a little thirsty, but this is every year. She look like this every year, and all the leaves gonna come, and the lemons and the blooms and the Buddha. She even still got lemons growing on her. See that one down there? I didn't even see that one. See that one yellow lemon down there? If I reach in there, it'll probably poke my head off. So that's it, you guys. I just wanted to end with that. Oh. And ruby red grapefruit. Ruby and ray red grapefruit. Flawless. So I'm gonna leave y'all right there and let it go. So I hope this helped you. Cause and for the person that was talking about the RV, we about to do it. We about to do it because it's more to it. This ain't just glamping. Some of this is survival. Okay? So that's all, you guys. I didn't want to keep y'all too long. I'm about to get back on my horsey and head back to the back. Ever heard of spraying the blooms and flowers of fruit trees with honey water to draw bees? No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do it. Look, and this is why, for the person that asked about the honey water with the bees, I wouldn't do that. There's a reason why your bees aren't attracted to your plant or your blooms. Number one is bees just don't just jump on any flower. They have a set, how can I put it? They know exactly what they're looking for. When you go in a grocery store and you know you need a carton of eggs, a jug of milk, and you got, you know what I'm saying, thing of flour, some sugar, and you come home, you know you got a grocery list. Insects have grocery lists too. They just because they see a flower don't mean they're going to get on it. If that's not on their grocery list, they'll pass right by it. Now, that's one thing. Number two is you may not have the right insect for in your area that you planted, whatever tree you planted, you may not have the kind of insects in your area that's attracted to that flower. Like pear trees. It's pear trees, I always tell people, get another pairing pear tree to bloom, to pollinate each other. Insects don't like them very much. No insect. They're plain little flowers that they stink. But the other thing is, the reason why insects won't be attracted to your plant or your tree in their blooms is because your tree may be sick. If your tree is sick, the insects know it. They don't want to have nothing to do with that. I use Dawn soap and water for my aphids on roses. So that's another way. If you're seeing the insects aren't coming to your tree or your blooms, you may want to stop before you start spraying it with a bunch of crap. You may want to say, what's wrong with my tree? Go out there and look your tree over really good, and you may see something. You may have a borer in your tree. You may have fire blight. You may have something going on. Trust me. Trust me on that. Usually you'll find something. Thank you for that, only one honeybee. Said thanks for sharing your knowledge, wisdom with us. You've motivated me, and I'm learning a lot. Thank you so much. Cause tomorrow I'm gonna show y'all me. Oh, you know something? I will have, I will have a some cuttings, but I don't know what kind. They're gonna be apple. Let me show you this. Come on, one more trip. One more trip, y'all. Come with me. Come with me. Hail Mary. What do we have? Okay, I'm gonna just show y'all real quick. This is the palm I relocated. It used to be under my RV in the middle over there. I had to move it so I could pull my RV back, and I put it right here. And you see, I planted my peach trees up this row, and here's an almond tree. But that ain't what we're here for. I got so much to show you guys. Okay, now look at this. We might break up though. You see this tree? This is a mess, but this is a special tree. This tree, I'm gonna show you how it's crossing. And we're going to trim all of this. See this limb here? Look where it's crossing here, rubbing against this other branch. See that? Look, I'm gonna pull it away. See that? It's rubbing against that. That's gonna cause disease if that keeps rubbing together like that. All over, I got stuff like that growing all between each other, right? I'm going to be, are almonds hard to grow? No, they're just like growing peaches. I got one right here, and I should have some almonds this year. Not many, but I should have a few. I just put it in there like last year or something like that. But here's the deal. I'm going to have cuttings, but the funny part is I don't know what apples are on here. We're going to also be grafting trees again this year, and it's time because the sap is starting to run. When you start to see buds swell up, the sap is running in the trees, and it's time to get your grafting ready. Thank you, Lee. Every last one of these, I know this look crazy. This is me teaching my son how to graft. So this tree, let's just say this is a pink lady. This whole branch coming off is all pink lady, right? And this is another place we grafted here on this branch. You can't see it. It totally consumed itself now. See that? You can see better on this side. It totally took over this whole thing. This is two separate grafts. Let's just say this is a wine sap. This is a Granny Smith. Here's another one. I don't know. We could just name something. Each one of these trunks you see is where I showed my son how to graft at. You can see every detail of the work we did. Here's one. That one never took. This is a piece of a tree that I got from a store. The lady said I can have. Wink, wink. But this one took over. All of this is grafts that me and my son did. My son, I taught him how to graft, and he did 50% and I did the other. Only thing is, I forgot I never put the tags on the doggone. Right, I never put the tags on the doggone trees. So I had a Wolf River, I had a Pink Lady, I had a Granny Smith, I had a Golden Delicious, I had a Wine Sap, I had oh my goodness, I can't remember, Arkansas's Black, a Red Delicious. I got a bunch of different trees on this tree. So when I clear them out, I don't know what pieces they'll be. So I got a video of me and my son doing this tree. From each graft piece was this big, and now look, it's almost as tall as my son. My son way taller than me now, but my baby boy did this, listening to his old man. When the fruit comes out, tag him. I will. Trust me. I'm waiting on it. I'm waiting on it. But I am going to be trimming this up and doing a video on me trimming it up. I'm so proud of this tree because this is my son's tree. I showed him he wanted to know. He wanted to learn, and that's what got me. I was like, you sure? He was like, yeah, that's so cool. Hell yeah, I'm going to show you. Yeah, I'm going to show you. So yeah. I don't know. I'm just cutting it up now. This video been on long enough. Let me get out of here. All right, you guys. Anything else while I'm heading in? Let me see. I want to say thank you to everybody that came out, hung out with me. And oh, I left out one citrus. Smith's Blood Orange. Smith's Blood Orange. Made it unscathed in a container. Wonderful. So had to throw that out there real quick. I want to say thanks to everybody for coming out, hanging out with me and my crew. I had to put them back in because this is really all about them and all of us getting ourselves back together. Everybody, thank you. I don't even got no more words to say other than that. Just thank you. Not thank you for just listening. And sometimes, like my daddy used to say, my dad used to, shut up and you'll learn something. Sometimes you do know more than the other person. You do. You do. And sometimes you miss something though. You miss a trick, a tip in life that'll get you a shortcut. You miss something. Sometimes, man, if you just shut up and listen to a person, you'll find out more about them. Even in your relationship, even in your marriage, sometimes just shut up and listen. Sometimes a one-way conversation is good. So you can figure out who the hell you laying next to at night, you know? Oh, crap. Thank you, Ant4 Barbecue. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Adam T. Say, appreciate the knowledge. Man, I appreciate you just for dropping through, all of y'all. Thank you, you guys, for all the donations, man. Thank you for just hanging out with me and just listening to me babble. Because I think we can get out of this. I think we can pull through this mess. If we realize and let them know that they ain't in charge of what our outcome, look, y'all fight. Y'all go over there with that bull crap. It ain't got nothing to do with me. And frankly, I'm going to say one political thing, and then I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to cancel it because I don't want people chiming in. If you ask me, all these powerful people keep making so many decisions about how we need to be living, what we should be doing, and what's good for our children. Get in the ring and fight it out. Just y'all. No soldiers. No soldiers. The two head honchos that's supposed to be making all the decisions for everybody, for the world, y'all get in the ring. You know what you're going to see? A lot less wars, a lot less fights, a lot less arguments, and we're going to see younger, healthier presidents, smarter, with new ideas, new ways to pull stuff off without killing thousands of innocent people. Put two mugs in the ring, and that's how we solve things. That's how we vote. Right? You're going to start seeing people playing a little bit more different. It ain't going to be about the money. It's going to be about who got their smarts, who's the freshest, who's the youngest, who's the most healthiest. Get in the ring like we got to do out here in the real world. We got to fight it out and struggle and stripe every day, running back and forth to work, fighting traffic. We got to fight everything we do every freaking day. We got to fight. Fight to get to work. Fight to get a lunch break. Why don't y'all fight for a chance? Look, when they say we gonna fight and we gonna take something over, you know what they do? They send a bunch of children to go do it for them. They send soldiers, young men, young women, children to go fight for their ego. Why don't y'all get in the ring and fight? I bet you it's gonna have a lot to do with the way we make our decision making after that. And I bet you're gonna start seeing some more more presidents starting to look a little bit more like what's this one dude everybody the dude y'all like Shamar Moore and stuff. Be built up like 50 Cent and stuff. You'll see. They'll be like, oh no. He can't be the president. Look, he got a gut. Oh no, he ain't gonna make it. He ain't gonna make it. He gonna get us back into slavery if we land for president. No, I seen him try to run that mile. He ain't gonna pull it off. He's smart, but he ain't gonna make it in the ring. They got to do the whole thing, man. Forget all that talkity talk, man. Let's see them hammers. Swing them hammers. Let me see if you really fighting for the country. Literally. All right, I'm gonna leave y'all alone. I'm just talking crazy, man. Don't listen to me. Lev Farmer 73. Thank you, everybody. I love you. I love you. Have a wonderful night. And I'm going to hurry up and hammer out these videos so we can get them going, because I'm really excited and I really want to show you about this coop. All right. Look at that. Flying dinner. They just fly onto the table. Lev Farmer 73. All right, bro, farmer. Lev Farmer 73. I love y'all, and I'm out.